So you want to know how to calculate your macros for beginners, and I am also going to show you exactly what I eat and how I train while on my maintenance journey. So if you are on a weight loss journey, trust me, these tips that I'm going to give you in this video can definitely help you on your journey. So make sure you stick around. I have something special for you somewhere in the middle of this video. So you might want to watch the video all the way through because you never know when I am going to give you a little plug in, okay? All right, so if you're new to the channel, welcome or welcome back. My name is Tamika. She is Tamika and Tamika is she. She is Tamika and Tamika is she. She is Tamika and Tamika is me. I'm supposed to point at myself. Tamika is me. How you can track your macros. Listen, tracking macros can be a little bit tedious, but I'm telling you, once you get the hang of it and understand what you are looking for, you will be happy that you watched this video. So what is macros? Macros is the macronutrients of which consists of protein, carbs, and fats. Now, we need to know exactly how much we are eating in order to lose weight. In order to lose weight, you have to be in a deficit. So before we can even figure out our macros, honey, we got to know, what is our TDEE? TDEE stands for total daily energy expenditure. So we need everybody to pull out their phone because I'm going to give you some tools on how that you can figure out your maintenance, and then that way you can be in a deficit and also figure out your macros. Always, this is just a guesstimate. This is not really tailored to you. Yes, it is. You are giving your height and your weight, but sometimes the numbers can be too high and sometimes the numbers can be too low. This is where it's going to take you to try to figure out which calories is sustainable for you in order to put you in the right deficit where you are losing weight, but not too much weight. This is the one. All right, so the TDEE calculator. I've done this before on my channel, 147, and I am... All right, so if I was to do sedentary, it will give me 1,500 calories. Okay, so 1,500 calories is pretty low, okay? I know I can eat more. If I eat 1,500 calories, I am going to drop weight. So this is what I know about my body. And this is why it's so important to not always just go from 3,000 to 1,500. No, you need to go slow in order to drop your weight. You don't have to do 1,000 calorie deficit. So this is what my maintenance calories would look like if I did not choose any activity level. Now I'm going to choose activity level because I know I work out. So I am going to choose moderate. So for me, I am in a 20 to 30% deficit. So from the 2,000. All right, so now let's go to the macros. So before someone asks me, what does cutting mean? So when you are trying to lose weight, you want to cut, which is going to put you in a deficit. If you want to maintain weight, then you would choose maintenance. And if you want to bulk, to put on muscle, meaning you have to eat more than what your maintenance allowance is. Like for mine is 2,000. If I want to bulk and put on muscle mass, I have to eat more than 2,000. I'm not doing that. Okay. So here, my cutting, as you see, it put me automatically in a 500 calorie deficit. You may not want to jump 500 right away. It depends on where you at. Okay. So for cutting, for me, I don't choose the full 500. I slowly deduct mine. So I do around 250 to 300. So it all depends on your carb intake. Do you want moderate carbs, low carb, or high carbs? So for me, I will usually choose the moderate carbs. I will do around 130. And I can usually do between 130 and 150. Now, there is a way that you can do this on your own, the math way, and I can show you that in a different video. But this is a great tool to figure out your macros. So this is a beginner friendly. Okay. The next thing you will want to do is get an app where you can plug in all of your information. If you don't want to get an app and plug it in, then you can just simply write it down. So one of the two will be very helpful. You got Lose It app, you got MyFitnessPal, and there's another one I can't even think of. I heard about it earlier today, but those are the two that I know. And then of course, old school, write it down. And you want to get you a food scale. I like measuring cups. However, the weight of something is more accurate than using a measuring cup. So always get the weight. You can measure it by the grams, the ounces. Just click on the unit. You can purchase these off of Amazon. I paid around $9 for it. You don't need anything that is fancy. Just get one that has the units and you can zero it out. This is very helpful and it will help you to understand how much food you are consuming, how much 4 ounce, what does 4 ounces of chicken look like versus eating 2 ounces of chicken. You think you're getting 20 grams, but you only got a little bit. But if you use the scale, you'll be able to understand like, okay, 2 ounces of chicken is really not giving me the 20 grams. It's 4 ounces. All right, so I created a grocery list. Now this one does say the GLP-1 maintenance grocery list, but trust me, you can use this regardless of what tool you are using on your journey. If you are cutting, if you are maintaining, if you are bulking, you can still use this beginner friendly grocery haul list. Now, keep in mind that everything in here, like there are 2 things that I don't like in here, which is cottage cheese and sweet potatoes. But I know how important it is to have the cottage cheese as protein because somebody else may like protein and somebody else may like sweet potatoes, but I don't like sweet potatoes. So I made sure that it was geared to everybody and not just me. All right, so here are some of the items that I bought from Walmart to help me along my journey because I wanted to add more protein to my meals. And I wanted to add a little bit more carbs, but trust me, I got a little secret. Let's go ahead and start with the carbs. I love me some bagels. Now I understand that there are solar bagels out there, but I'm a type of girl who just likes the real deal, okay? Give me the real deal. Give me the carbs because that's what I like, right? One thing I did not notice about these bagels, 280 grams of calories, but it also have 11 grams of protein. I did not know that. My whole wheat bread only has 3 grams of protein per slice. See the difference? So this is why I like to switch it up a little bit and not always eat the same thing over and over and over. Is the Tyson's chicken. These are a great way to get your protein in and you don't have to worry about like meal prepping because it's already kind of meal prep. Just weigh out your chicken and then there you go, make you a pot of rice and already have that in a Tupperware and there goes your meal. All right, so this one has 22 grams of protein and this is 3 ounces of chicken. I will just weigh out 4 and then I'll get more protein. Another thing I decided to pick up are the Gardein. So this is the grounded meat. You get 110 calories, 87 grams of this meat gives you 17 grams of protein. I picked up Morningstar. This is 100 calories and you get 10 grams of protein off of this, off of one little burger. Now, the reason why I like these little burgers is because you can turn this into a sausage. I can put this in the microwave and let it kind of overcook a little bit and get a little hard. Put some syrup on it and it tastes just like a sausage. Thing I like to get is the Yasso bars. All right, so I got the chocolate sea salt caramel and this one has 4 grams of protein for 1 bar and it's 150 calories. I did not add snacks because snacks can vary and it's to each his own. To have our apples. Apples are good. This is a great pre-workout snack. Okay, and this is a great complex carb. I want you to be afraid of carbs. I used to eat almost 300 grams in carbs when I was heavy lifting, trying to gain weight. So, honey, if you use the carbs for fuel and work out and don't just sit on it. Another thing you will want to do is working out. Now, I know a lot of y'all might have thought, Tamika did not work out this week. She didn't put any shorts out. Well, the reason why I didn't is because I wanted to put the workouts that I was doing into this video. Then on Tuesday, I worked out outside on the patio because I wanted a different atmosphere other than just being in the house. And I just worked out on the patio and I did upper body. And it felt extremely good. It was really nice outside. It was around 70 degrees, not too hot, not too cold. And today it is Wednesday, the last day of 2025. And today is rest day. So it was an active rest day. And I chose to rearrange the room a little bit, clean up, do a little bit of New Year's cleaning before the New Year's come. Hope you got a lot out of this. I know this was a lot to unpack. So it is so important to know your macros and not just the calories itself. You have to be in a calorie deficit. And so making sure that you are tracking your food and using a scale, a weighted scale, so that you can be accurate as possible. And make sure you're using the grocery list so that you know exactly what foods that you can buy. Make sure that you are working out so that you can shake your body. The whole point is to move your body more than what you are doing now. So if you are a person who is a couch potato, getting up, walking can be your activity until you're ready to increase it to the next level. You can always use lightweight, do resistance bands. You can do body weight. You can lift some weights, or you can lift heavy, or you may want to go to the gym. Who knows? Make sure you try a little bit of each one and figure out which one do you like. And whatever it is that you like to do, stay consistent with it. If running is what you like to do, then run. Pilates is what you like to do Pilates. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye, gorgeous.